So I just uploaded a reading on the business page on the harmonic guidance YouTube thingy, but half of it was like teaching. I started explaining stuff, and I explained about like how I'm figuring out flight, human flight, and hover technology and stuff. Yeah, so I kind of brought that up in the middle of my reading that I was doing, and what else was there? Was this? I wrote stuff down. It's like taking notes during my own reading thing. So these are the affirmations that apparently we're focusing on. It says, these are things that we want you to be saying, and then actually like feeling the vibration of it moving through your being as you're actually speaking the words. My legs are going numb. Okay, so my abundance flows effortlessly. The value of my energy goes beyond money. I get paid to shine my light. So those are the 3 basics that we tried on today. I feel like my abundance flows effortlessly is in like so many songs that I listen to. So I was like, I didn't want to write it down, but it was like, that's the message, bitch. Like, okay. Then yeah, the value of my energy goes beyond money. Yeah. And then it actually inspired me to start writing stuff that will manifest the reality that I want around me. So it's not about like deciding that things are going to unfold a certain way. It's about writing from the perspective that the things have already unfolded and allowing myself to really imagine what that would look like and feel all the feelings that go along with it. And letting like the feelings and sensations to move through your entire body as though it's happening, it's real. The things that you're talking about having happened, like feeling it as though you're recalling it like it actually happened, and then like acting as though you could feel that moment whilst you're recalling it, like presently, although it's a moment that hasn't happened yet, but you know. Anyway, I'm gonna take my beanie off. Yeah, so I started getting like the urge to do that and write that shit down. I don't know why I'm telling you. It's just fucking roll with it, bro. But then I ended up channeling other affirmations for myself specifically. Actually, I didn't realize they were for me at first because I was channeling them for someone that I love, and then I realized like if the way in which this person and I are connected means that if it's relevant to them, it's relevant to me also. So I'm reading these out for you. Okay. It says, I deserve to be loved by me. I deserve to be loved by me. And I have to really sit with that and what that actually means to me. And then I felt like I had to write down, like, give more context to what that actually means to me. So I wrote. I love harder, deeper, and more genuinely than anyone I have met, and I will accept no less than that kind of love for myself. I actually wrote for me, but I wanted to change it to myself. um, I'm going to. Okay. Alright, myself. Alright, anyway. Next one is I deserve to be seen for the soul underneath. As I feel like this person that I love, I feel like they have been avoiding coming into contact with me in physical reality because they know that I can see them. They know that I can see their real self, and they don't know what their real self is. So then they don't want me to have the advantage over them. So now they have to go and start figuring themselves out so that I can't read them better than they read themselves. It's just funny. But yeah, no, like fucking fair enough, hey. Because the only reason that I discovered who I am to the point that I have, because obviously I'm going to continue to evolve. But yeah, the only reason that I got as far as I did was because of him and trying to show him who I was, you know? The next point is I deserve to discover all that I thought was unlovable about myself. I deserve to discover all that I thought was unlovable about myself. So basically, this opens up like permission to acknowledge the fact that there are aspects of yourself that you haven't even explored, that you haven't even uncovered, that you might have even like rejected and pushed away before you even acknowledged that it was even a thing to push away, you know? So these things can usually manifest as things about other people that you just hate and judge immediately, and you don't know why. You don't think about like why you're doing that and judging them and judging that thing, and you just don't like it. But it's because before you could even like conceptualize anything, there was a topic that you felt a resonance with. You vibrated like with a familiarity with this topic, and then you heard at some point from some source that that way of being is no good, and like just because someone around you had a bias already, had a prejudice, they had their opinions already set because of like whatever traumas that they went through or whatever they had been told that they just adopted because they were told to, like, you know. And a lot of the time, like, we have this like subconscious programming where we don't even know that the thing that we're judging about, but the thing that we're judging someone else for, we don't even know that that's something that is relevant to us. We don't even know that we hate that person, and we don't know why we hate that person, but we're just like, I don't know, they just fucking rub me the wrong way. I just, something about them triggers me, you know. That means that there's some sort of belief that you have, something that you've been told that you have been carrying with you about something about that person, the way that you perceive them, right? This is your programming that you were given at some point in your life where part of you recognizes a familiarity. Something is the same. And your programming has already been set to, as a default, reject it. It's like, nope, we can't do that because someone that we cared about rejected that. And I can't associate with that if I don't want to be rejected by people that I love, you know? So, um, yeah. So, yeah, saying this one, I suppose, can uncover a whole bunch of shit that you didn't even know was being not addressed. I deserve to discover all that I thought was unlovable about myself. So, it's like, whatever, because that's the thing, like, even just basic shit through my journey, the basic shit, like, part of my journey was realizing that I don't want to fully identify as female because I feel like that's me pretending, that's me acting, that's me trying to fit into a framework that isn't my natural state of being. So then I'm just like, oh, I'm just like gender neutral, I'm fluid, I'm whatever. But in order, like, in the process of like accepting that, I had these moments of realization that there are so many things that I have in common with my son that, like, if I had known these things as a child, I uh, things would have been different, I suppose. And me, like, putting too much emphasis on, like, because I've never liked putting like gender stereotypes on things my whole life. I was always like, that's fucking stupid. But that's because I wanted to play with like boys' toys, and I was told that I wasn't allowed to because I was a girl, and I was like, um, um, what were they saying? Yeah, right. The things I have in common with my son. So, yeah, I realized like just these things that I like are things that I guess I didn't discover that I liked because they had been gendered and I had been told that I wasn't allowed to like these things. So then I was like blocking out a whole like entire parts of my personality and that I wasn't even aware of. For instance, I realized that I've always felt kind of like excited by monster trucks and specifically remote control monster trucks, and um when I started watching monster trucks I thought like it was cool, but I really enjoyed playing with monster trucks, like monster truck toys, with Leo and stuff. And it's like um I know that like monster trucks aren't just for men. It's just, things shouldn't be gendered, like what do you mean? But I have like this bias in my head already. Um, so then I had to like completely accept whole thing, this whole thing. And so I must have believed that like if as someone that was told that I am a girl and I have to be a girl and I have to like girl things and stuff, I probably believed that like if I were to like lean into all of the masculine stuff, all of the stuff I consider to be boy stuff, if I allowed myself to lean into that, then I feel like what I'm about to say is the opposite direction of what I was gonna of what I was intending to say. Um I'm kind of glad that I didn't have all of the access to boys' toys as a kid Because then I would have like fully convinced myself that maybe I just wanted to be a boy, and then maybe I would have tried to like stop myself from getting periods or whatever, and then I would have maybe fucked up my chances of becoming a mother. But then I'm like, no, because I always wanted to be a mother. And anyway, the point is, part of my journey is having to discover that like, both my masculine aspects and my feminine aspects, and like however they may present themselves, they are lovable. I can love all of them. I can love all of it. And no, it doesn't have to fit into fucking stupid stereotypes, because I have male alters that actually I have more male alters that I like, that like the color pink and like to wear it and stuff, than there are female alters. And I'm just like, okay, I need to stop. I need to stop categorizing things by gender, because it's not a thing. Colors are not gendered. Gender isn't even a thing. Gender is just a concept. You are whatever you say that you are. That's all. That's how gender works. You are whatever the fuck that you say that you are. Sex is what you like physically are. But gender is whatever the fuck you feel like. That is what you are. Gosh darn it. Anyway. The last point. Sorry, I've just been like fully rambling, but whatever. This is what this space is for. So fucking just go along with it. Alright. I deserve to dive into the weird for fun without fear of judgment. This one, I think I specifically wrote this for the other guy, not for myself. I feel like some of them I was like very aware of the fact that, oh yeah, this is it's obviously for both of us. And then that one I was like, maybe he needs that one a little bit more than me. I deserve to dive into the weird for fun without fear of judgment. Well, everyone in the world deserves to do that. Everyone deserves to do that. I like the fact that the first one was like, I deserve blah blah blah, and then it was backed up by something, by more information, and then a statement. I will accept no less than that kind of love for myself. So I feel like I really want to say, for all of these things, I want to say, I deserve blah blah blah, and then I declare this is what is happening. I deserve to be seen for the soul underneath, and I declare that the soul underneath is all that is seen. Oh man, some people are going to be blinded by that. I deserve to discover all that I thought was unlovable about myself. I will love each and every one of those things. Full stop. True. I deserve to dive into the weird for fun without fear of judgment. So my will be done. Full stop. Indeed. But like when I started this video, what I was intending to do. See, apparently I'm not even setting up the table with the chairs and setting it up like, yeah, this is my workspace. Now apparently I'm just sitting on the floor, cross-legged. You know, I have been intending to take this outside for quite some time. for quite some time before I even like started going on YouTube again, when it was just the TikToks. I was intending to go outside and do all my channeling, do pardon me, do all my posting, because like there was a period where I was in a routine of like actively trying to go on the Facebook page pardon me and post on there at least once a day, and I was trying to keep on top of more like social media things. I mean, they're just like recognizing lately that like all of the social medias have more to them than they had originally, and I haven't been keeping up with like learning about how it's been changing, and so obviously I haven't been utilizing it to the best of my ability, and sometimes I feel like really overwhelmed with the whole concept of having a structure, having it all like set up and following through with doing the thing every day or whatever. But yeah, I do get that it is about consistently choosing the path that you want to take every day, consistently choosing to take action to maintain your progress on that path, you know. Anyway, when I got this to start recording, I wanted to go through this with you. Not all of it, although we could. I mean, I was going on about reading books on here, and would be pretty cool if I just like, obviously I will credit the author and everything, but I could just read it all out loud, and then when I mispronounce basic words, you guys can laugh at me. The page that I have marked currently is about hypnosis. And see, I was actually getting some hypnosis breadcrumbs a couple of years ago, or a year and a half ago, or whatever. And it was basically like less like classes and stuff kept popping up for me. And is all about hypnotizing other people and stuff. I'm like, that's cool. But then also self hypnosis would be like the most helpful thing. And then it's like, well, basically, if you have like a dissociative disorder, then you're basically really good at hypnotizing yourself anyway. Yeah. So, but then I was like a bit reluctant to even. Well, I mean, technically, it was just because I believed I couldn't afford it, and I kept prioritizing other things over it. But the reason I was prioritizing other things, I think, was because I wasn't sure where, like, I knew that with that path of knowing how to influence people like that through hypnosis or whatever, I felt like there's a chance to like use that for bad things. And then I'm like, well, obviously I wouldn't do that, but like, I don't know, sometimes sometimes I like believe that I might be capable of doing bad things because people have that belief of me, but like, it's never true. It's never true. Like, every time I just keep proving to myself that I don't I'm not that guy, so I don't know. I just whatever. um so I'm feeling more confident at the moment around the whole hypnosis thing, especially since it's literally just come up again. Um so but that's the thing, like that's basically what these affirmations and stuff are. Self hypnosis, getting yourself energetically, mentally, and emotionally in a state, and then like um because of my basic dissociated state, it's easier, I'm more easily um since reality doesn't seem like one solid thing to me, it's easier for me to shift my perspective. Um, yeah. So I definitely am not meant to read this out right now. Um, what is that? What is that? What is an OBE state? Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. So there's the using self hypnosis section. I feel like I definitely want to understand all of that way before even thinking about other people hypnosis, because that's the thing. Okay, that's not necessarily about being afraid that I will use the hypnosis thing in a bad way. It's about acknowledging that I would be tempted to fix rewrite other people's states in whatever way, because often I say that I know what is correct, what is the right path for people, because I can see their soul, and I can see what makes them shine the most and what doesn't. I can but like that does not give me the authority to consciously change them and their energy and their thinking without permission. So obviously, I need to just get more comfortable in communicating things. I need to get more comfortable in communicating, hey, this is something that I noticed about your energy and about your mindset and about like how things are manifesting in your reality. And I actually have some insights that I'd love to share with you that can help move you forward if you're interested. And I can actually utilize skills of hypnosis to help change these issues for you, you know? Like, that would be so cool. Like, I know I really wanted to like walk people through the process of like actively making the choice to change themselves and going through the process, but I mean, we can just rewrite people quickly. It's like shortcuts, consciousness hacks. And if the universe has approved you for one of these upgraded consciousness hacks thing, then hack things, I don't know. Then yeah. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to be learning about hypnosis. Um And I suppose I need to be training in delivering my point more directly and establishing clarity. If I have any confusion, I need to be more forthright with questions, and I need to allow a clearer picture to be painted before me about what I can do to bend a situation in my favor rather than just kind of like allowing life to happen to me. I need to allow myself to see all of the resources that are available to me and learn how to utilize them all strategically. Which is partly what my learning chess currently is about, apparently. Which is cool. I like how everything's connected. We're running out of time for this video. Alright. I say that because it says I only have 34 minutes of recording time and I'm on 31 and I have to it's fine. The limitations only exist as long as I allow them to exist. I can come up with solutions so that the limitations will no longer exist, and then I won't have to even like talk about it. I'm making decisions that are kind of allowing the issue to exist where it doesn't need to. Where are you doing that? I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I even sat down here with my Book of Mormon for some reason. Maybe that's not for the video. Maybe that's for me. Maybe I'm supposed to read something in there and then like get inspired to channel further information about said topic. Anyway, I think I need to get up and move now. So, oh my god, I just saw 3233 and that felt really, really relevant for some reason. So I suppose I should look that up. That's right, I was gonna find out the meanings of numbers and stuff. And I'm hungry and I need food. Alright, anyway, I'm gonna go. For tuning in, thanks. I don't know, I just wanted to say it like that. Fucking leave me alone. Fucking get over it. I was joking. Oh my god, I love you so much. Okay, bye.